Hi, everybody. Welcome to our Cards Call Tarot. This is Melody. This video isn't for any specific sign. It is just for those who are intuitively guided to come forward with these messages because the other day I was, I don't know, just sitting here focusing and I got this major message to do this reading because I feel that I as a female, but you guys also must need to hear a message concerning something. Now, before I get started, I have a couple of things I want to say. This is called the Divine Goddess Energy Reading. Okay, it's not limited to female genders. Okay, because us as humans have the ability to master and be in touch with our feminine side. So, with that being said, just because it's going to be labeled divine goddess messages or how to tap into your divine goddess energy and the message she's going to bring towards you doesn't mean it's not just for a female. It can be for a male as well. Because males, sometimes they are socially shaped to not be in touch with their feelings. So this could be specific to the male gender out there whom needs a little bit of a push to tap more into their feminine energy. Okay. So it's not just for the feminine gender out there. It is for both genders, the male and the female. Okay. So take it however it resonates. The second thing I want to say is I have two new decks that I had purchased. One I've had for a while, the other one I just got last week. They are brand new decks. I've not incorporated them into a reading yet. I've really not even worked with one of them yet. I mean, I did, but I haven't. Did enough to bond with them, but not enough to actually know what every card in the deck means. Okay. So, yes, I will be reading from the book. That does not mean that I have not bonded with them. It just means that I have not learned enough about each and every card yet to go without the book. Okay. So if you see me reading from the book, that is why, because they are new decks and I am learning them. I've already bonded with them. I am now going to learn them. And as I learn them, I am going to share them with the collective. All right. So with those two things being said, let's get started. I have 4 decks out here today. This is called the Divine Feminine Oracle cards. So we're going to see what feminine is coming through. And those cards are by Megan Watterson. Okay, this is what the box looks like. They're brand new. I just got them last Friday. They're not even a week old yet. So no, I don't know them, but we are going to learn them as a collective. Okay. The second deck of cards that I have sitting out, these are called Love Your Inner Goddess by Alana Fairchild. We're going to see, first we're going to check and see the feminine is going to come through, and then we're going to use the Love Your Inner Goddess as messages that she wants to bring forward to you. Okay. And then this deck I've had for a while. Probably about, I don't know, 3-4 months, maybe a little bit longer, maybe a little bit less. I'm not sure. But anyways, these are the Permission to Be Powerful by Melanie Klinghoffer, from formerly Whole Again 1111, but now her channel is called Powerful Transformations. I recommend going over and purchasing a deck. They are beautiful. I'm all about supporting the independent card makers, especially the ones that I really, really like, which brings me to this last deck. Sides of Spirit Love Oracle. We're going to see what sides this divine feminine that comes through is going to bring you. What signs is she showing you through the messages that she's trying to incorporate into your life? Okay. All right. So I'm going to turn down my phone real quick here because we need no interruptions once I start channeling. All right. So, archangels, angels, and spirit guides, I call you in to use me as a clear channel for these divine feminine messages for whomever is intuitively guided to come forward and listen to them. I ask you to channel these messages. Let me channel them for the greatest and highest good of all of those out there in the collective. And so it is. Blessed be. All right. So, with that being said, let's get started. Let's pull a divine feminine message person who's coming through right now. We're going to pull several of them. So if the first one doesn't resonate, maybe the next one will. Please take only what resonates. Don't try to fit a round peg in a square hole because it just doesn't fit. All right. I felt intuitively, I actually wrote down the spread that they were giving me as I was channeling it through. It's only a 4-question spread, so therefore it gives more room to get more messages out for whomever is in need of hearing these messages, because this is a pretty significant channel message that they brought through. All right. I mean, it was very strong. Like, it kept repeating it until I wrote it down. That's how strong it was. All right. So let's get started. We're just going to spread them out back here. Actually, they didn't really even spread out that great. So let's shuffle them again. I feel that they need shuffled really, really good. So for the divine feminine, it's coming through the first message. All right, Spirit. Who's the divine feminine coming through first, and what message does she have for whomever is intuitively guided to hear these messages? Divine feminine number 1, first message. Sappho, the poetess. I love every inch of my body, and I love the woman in my life fiercely. All right, so I have no clue. If you guys know how to pronounce that, go right ahead. I probably chopped it up pretty nice. So that's the first message that's coming through. The first feminine is coming through for somebody out there who needs to hear these messages. All right. So what I'm going to do is we're going to read a little bit about what this divine feminine, who she is. Like I said, these are new cards, so I'm sorry that I'm using a book. For those of you who don't want me to read from the book, I'm sorry. If you don't, I don't know what else to tell you. They're brand spanking new, and I'm learning them. So, and sometimes learning things takes time. So let's move on with that. All right. I gotta find her in here, so give me a minute. Um, hmm. All right, and her name is. All right, 182. All right, so Sappho or Sappho, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. If you know how to pronounce it, blessings, because I'm chopping it up. Embodies the deep love, admiration, and sensuality that exists between women. It is believed that this person was born around 630 BCE on the Greek island of Lesbos. She was referred to in antiquity in the 10th muse and the poetess, just as Homer was referred to as the poet. She is one of the great Greek lyrists and one of the few known female poets of the ancient world. She read her poems rhythmically while accompanied by a lyre, I guess, Lyre, in a form that is now known as the Sapphic meter. She is celebrated for the sexuality and sensuality in her poetry, especially her love for women and the female body. Fill the goblet up. These laughing lips shall kiss the brim. Come, Venus, come. This is one of the fragments that remains of her voluminous, sorry, I'm chopping it up, voluminous collection of poetry. Ecclesiastical authorities in Constantinople and Rome obliterated her work in the 11th century. Her poetry was publicly burned because church leaders were scandalized by its erotic nature and that the author was a woman. In ancient Greece, a woman's love for another woman was considered neutral, and Sappho's love for the feminine form became legendary. It is believed that she read her writing before groups of women, educating and elevating them as she performed her poetry about the goddess like nature they all possess. Okay? So when you select her card, instead of exhausting ourselves with the unholy effort of comparing our own bodies to others or of competing for resources that are actually unlimited, she urges you to do the most revolutionary thing we could ever do: love ourselves and our sisters fiercely. We can't recover her lost poems, but we can reclaim the enduring spirit she left us. We can become her poetry. We can revel in the pleasure we are capable of feeling, and we can love unapologetically with the full spectrum of our emotional range and from the fathomless depth of our hearts. Lift up a woman in your life, help her reach a dream she's been incubating. Take time to indulge with lady loves in your life. Go to a spa, make a dinner together, go skinny dipping, or just do something outrageous that celebrates the fact that you love each other. She is about the power of loving each inch of the feminine form. Spend a day flooding your thoughts with positive affirmations about your body or a woman's body. Take long baths in red rose petals. Do something nourishing and acknowledge your love for the fact that you are a woman or for the radiant woman who constellates your life. All right. So the intention is to love every inch of your body and love every woman in your life, regardless. Instead of being competitive, put your love out there. Because we're all made differently for a reason. Think about it. If we were all made the same, if every woman was made the same, there wouldn't be a variety. Men like a variety. So stand positive in your female skin is what this female is trying to come across to you. Stand positive in your femininity. Okay? You are a female for a reason. And instead of comparing yourself and throwing that negative intention out there, she's telling you to love yourself and throw the loving intention out there towards other women, regardless of how they are. You can't be responsible for how other women think. You can only be responsible for how you think as a woman. All right. Beautiful energy. So let's move on to a message that this feminine is trying to express to you. What's this feminine expressing to you as a collective for whomever is resonating with these messages? All right. And while I'm shuffling these cards, I wanted to tell you guys that on my Sacred Circle of the Crows page, there is a guy on there. He's called RP Astrology, and he makes notes of where the planets are. Now he is in a different time zone, of course, so you got to take that into consideration. I think we're 12 hours behind where he lives. So take that into consideration whenever you do read his posts. But he likes to post where all the planets are and whether they're conjunct, they're trine, they're in opposition, whatever. And Venus is in the mix of all this. So it does make sense that Spirit was guiding me to do this divine feminine reading. All right. To help raise somebody's vibration out there. All right. So what message does this Sappho have for whomever is watching this video? What is the message that she is trying to get across? Angel of Truth. All right. Number 42. These are the Love Your Inner Goddess by Alana Fairchild. They are also new. So I am definitely going to read from the book whenever I read these. So, all right, so we're just going to set that there. Let me grab the book. And her message is Angel of Truth. Beautiful message. Let's see. All right, so the truth wants to be told, needs to be heard, and it may seem the whole world wants to believe in a lie. And so you wonder if you're crazy, if you're the only one who is thinking differently and desiring the real story to emerge. Yet those that fight against the truth are even more in need of it. There can be no healing, no freedom, no moving on without it. You are going to be blessed with the truth revealed, a realization about yourself, the world, or others that will bring you relief. It will happen at the right time. It will set your soul on fire. All right. So, what I'm getting from this is stand in the truth of your feminine energy. Stand in the truth that you are made unique. You are beautiful, no matter what your the shell is that we call a human body. On the inside, you are beautiful and you are able to radiate that feminine light out into the world. So I feel that that's the message. Stand in the truth of your feminine power. Stand in the truth of your goddess power. Okay. Um, so that's the message that I feel is coming through. She encourages you to put your faith in truth because it will always shine stronger than any lie. So that's what I feel that this divine feminine is coming through. She is coming through to tell you to stand in the truth of your feminine power. Stand in the truth that you are beautiful, you are worthy, you are lovable, you are gorgeous, you are the light, you are the feminine light. All right. So that's, I don't even need to read any more from the book. I just feel that that's the message. All right. So it says, Angel of Truth, it's a number 42. 42 adds up to a 6. So sixes are about finding balance in yourself, balance within your feminine energies, balance within your emotions, balance out them that thought pattern and how you feel about yourself. I feel that this first message is all about raising your self-esteem. This divine feminine is coming through to give you the truth of how to raise your self-esteem and stand in your divine power of who you are. Now I got truth chills, so I can really feel I really feel her coming through this message to tell you that. All right, for whomever is resonating with it. So the next card we're going to pull is the permission to be powerful. Spirit, can we have one permission to be powerful oracle card concerning these two messages that you brought through already? And see how this divine feminine is empowering you to stand in your truth of who you are. So, one empowerment card to go with this first message. 1111. So, because you are about to go through some kind of a spiritual awakening. So I feel whomever is resonating with this, and I totally am. I'm right there with you ladies out there because I know you guys, I don't know if the guys are going to watch it, but I guarantee you some of you ladies are. I resonate with this because yesterday I seen this 1111. I seen 111 several times. I seen 222. I seen 444. So I definitely am resonating with this. So you are being empowered through signs and synchronicities to learn the truth about who you are. You are a divine feminine. This feminine is coming through this sign and synchronicity to force you, to empower you to stand in the truth of your divine power and understand that you are worthy, you are beautiful, you are goddess. All right. So, signs and synchronicities. Now we're going to move on to some signs that she is showing you. So, Spirit, can we have what these signs are other than 1111? on what this divine feminine is showing you. So can we have some signs, Spirit? Signs. Other than 11:11, we see that somebody is receiving the synchronicity of 11:11. Right. So can we have a, yeah, it's time to step into service. It's time to step into your divine power and put on that apron and step into service. That's why you're seeing 11:11, because you're about to go through a spiritual awakening for whomever resonated with message number 1. Okay. Beautiful energy. I got true chills. All right. So, So whomever resonated with message number 1, that is awesome, because I know I did, but I'm just telling you that, you don't have to be a female to resonate with these messages. For a human to be on a spiritual path, you have to be able to balance both your masculine and feminine energies out. So if you are a man and you are watching these messages, this is your divine goddess feminine energy trying to get a message across to you. Okay. So this was a beautiful message. I actually got truth chills from it. So I hope somebody other than myself resonated with this first message. And you can please leave a comment in the section below and let me know if you actually like this reading, because I'm going to start doing it on a regular basis. This is a trial run. I feel that I may incorporate into the weekly readings somehow. So we're just going to keep going now. So the next feminine that wants to come through for a message. Yeah. The diamond-hearted Dakini. I have no clue how to pronounce her name. I see the light in my own darkness. I face my ego beliefs to feel free. I have no clue. If anybody knows how to pronounce that, that's beautiful, because I have no clue. But this is the next feminine. Mahig Labdron. I don't know. The O is marked, so I know I probably screwed that up, but yeah. So we're going to read who this is and why she is coming through this message. All right, so let's go in here, see what page she's on. Number 125. Okay, so she is takes the dark and transmutes it into only more light. Tibetan Buddhists believe that was born that Yeshi Sogyal was born as Mashig Labdrone. I don't know how to pronounce her name, sorry. And that both were incarnations of the female Buddha. Oh my. They need to put pronunciations on this. Anyways, Buddha Vajrayogini. Um, Her mother had been auspicious. She had an auspicious dream right before giving birth. 7 Dakinis poured water over her body, blessing her, purifying her, and prophetically relating that this little baby girl would also be a Dakini. As a young woman, she made a living by reading the, oh my, Prajnaparamrita Sutra, or the Heart Sutra. I should have just skipped over that word. She made a living reading the Heart Sutra, which is the most beloved wisdom text in the Mahayana Buddhism. People consider it a great blessing to have a read in their homes. After leaving a monastic order, She married and lived with a referred to as the red and white essence of mystical union. She practiced tantric union with her husband while raising a family together. Her son became one of her greatest successors. Mashig developed a tantric Buddhist practice of Shod. These teachings were the first Buddhist teachings to emerge in Tibet. Shod was referred to as the cutting off ritual. A demon, according to Mashig, is anything that obstructs the achievement of freedom. Demons that are ego beliefs, not scary, hairy beasts, but inner barriers that keep us from realizing the nature of reality. The Shod practitioner visualizes their demon and then mentally cuts off parts of their own body as an offering to the demon. Mashig holds a traditional Tibetan shod drum, a damaru, in one hand and a bell, ganta, in the other. Mashig, like Yashi Sogyal, lived until she was 99 and then according to Tibetan Buddhists, she reincarnated as Lama Saltram Aldeon, an American Buddhist teacher. Aldeon explains in her book, Feeding the Demon, that Shod is a method of bringing our shadow into conscious and accessing the treasures it holds rather than repressing it. This powerful, unbroken lineage of female transmission reveals to us that enlightenment is about making the darkness conscious. All right. So I feel that the message that she is, who she is about, is she is somebody who faced her demons and brought them demons to the light, cut them up and sent them on their way, like broke the cord that the demon was tied into her inner self. To the demon that was keeping her from becoming more enlightened. Okay. I have no clue what a Dakini is. So if anybody out there knows, please feel free to leave it in the comment section below, because the more help, the more information we get out there, I feel the better off us as rising feminines trying to stand in our goddess power, the more we'll understand what we're going through. So I feel that this divine feminine is coming through to tell you, to help you cut some cords from demons from your past so that you can bring them in, cut them out of your life, and help you raise to a more enlightened stage. All right. Okay, so she's saying that the difference between a god and a demon had to do with a reaction to them. Those who cause us pain, she explained, also teach us patience, whereas those who bring gifts can distract us from our spiritual paths. No one in no single situation has the power to derail us. That is, unless we let it. The power rests within us. All right. So that's basically what I feel why she's coming through. So, what's the message that she's trying to give out there to us rising feminines? The black diamond, number 39, which is adds up to a 12, which adds up to a 3. So I see threes as being tuned in. I also see threes as not only being tuned into the spirit world, but being tuned in to your heart, your mind, and your soul. Okay. So let's see what this message is about. All right. So what's this message about? The black diamond, number 39. Okay. You have a powerful spiritual journey to take this lifetime. It is not always easy to take this path. However, you are a wisdom barrier. You are one of the precious ones who is not destroyed by dark experiences in life. Okay. So that's why you're being empowered by this feminine. She is helping you to move forward on your spiritual path and to face this darkness. I feel, and to okay. You are one of the precious ones. Okay, I already read that. But is rather able to find freedom and empowerment through overcoming the darkness. You've done it before and you will do it again now. As your soul becomes powerful through the pressure she has survived, you'll be able to rise to even greater challenges. But they will feel easier for you than before. You are unstoppable. You have every right to feel bold and joyful about what life holds for you next. All right. So the black diamond is a bearer of powerful spiritual mojo. She shines with dark beauty through the soul that has been able to withstand greater intensity and remains intact. With the power to defend you against jealousy, ill wishing, and curses. Black Diamond gives you the power to face your fears. Your soul has been working with Black Diamond, transforming your attitude towards fear, learning how to feel it without being overcome by it. All right. So that makes sense why this divine feminine is coming through pretty strong and forcing you to face your darkness, to face your fears, to face them demons um, that have been lingering within your feminine energy. All right. I don't even know if I really need to read anymore. So, whoever is resonating with message number 2, I feel that you, before you can actually go through the spiritual awakening, I feel that this feminine is coming through to help you face fears, because I feel whoever is resonating with the second message is very well on a course of spiritual enlightenment. That I feel that, yeah, they may have did it before in a previous lifetime, but this is a very powerful energy at this point in time in your life. You're about to go through some sort of an awakening, and that's why that this, whomever this divine feminine is, I have no clue how to pronounce her name and I don't want to chop it, is coming through to help you to cut up them demons, cut up them fears, so that you can cut the cords of them. All right. So how is she empowering you? How are you being empowered through this message? Elegance and grace. Yes. You are actually going to become more elegant and graceful within your spiritual path. I also feel that you will be mirroring this energy out into the real world, is what I feel. I feel that you're going to be helping others do the same once you break through your own demons. Okay. Once you face them fears and start standing in this power of this feminine who is coming through, I feel that you will be able to go out and help others do the same, is what I feel, because I see that this swan is mirroring it. I feel that if you do it, you can mirror that energy out into the world and help other feminines stand in the truth and in their own power to help fight their own demons, is what I feel. All right. So what's the signs that spirit is giving you, this feminine is giving you on how to do this? Yeah, there's going to be a gathering. So I feel again that you're going to be mirroring it out into the real world. Okay. And that you're going to have people gathering around you, and you're going to be like helping them. I feel that you're going to be doing rituals to help them to better break up their darkness and face their fears and deal with their demons, is what I feel. So what I feel is, for whomever is resonating with the second message, feel that you're about to step into your divine power. And I feel that this person has been working on you, this divine feminine has been working on you, so that you can mirror this energy of how to do this out into the world. And in doing so, what you're doing is you're gathering souls to you. They're like interested. How did you do this? There's like 1,000 questions going through my head. How did you do this? How did you empower yourself? How did you stand in your goddess power to break free of this darkness? How did you do it? And I feel that you're going to be able to give the advice through that gatherment. I feel that you mirroring this out there is going to draw in like-minded souls to you to help better help them to break their demons. That's what I feel for message number 2. All right. So let's pull another one, see what other feminine wants to come through. All right. So I'm going to get a drink here. All right, so another feminine coming through for this message. Mary of Nazareth, the mother of God. I am blessed. My courage gives birth to the divine. So we got another this is like a head honcho divine goddess. This is the divine goddess of the divine goddesses. You know, she is Jesus's mother. She's the one who gave birth through purity. She was pure. She was innocent, but yet she was still able to birth the lamb. She was able to birth Jesus. She's the one who had the virgin birth. So we're going to see what Mary of Nazareth, why she come through, and what her message is after we read about her a little bit here. So for those of you who does not know who she is, I'm about to tell you. All right. So Mary of Nazareth represents the profound spiritual and creative power we all possess. Mary, or Miriam in Hebrew, was a first century Galilean Jewish woman from Nazareth who is one of the most crucial figures in Christian tradition for having given birth to Jesus Christ. Mary has been venerated since the inception of Christianity and also holds a revered position in Islam. Her many names include Saint Mary, Virgin Mary, Queen of Heaven, Our Lady of the Angels, Our Lady of Good Counsel, Our Lady Undoer of Knots. She confirms the truth that Theotokos, which means God bearer or mother of God. The Gospel of Luke relates that when Mary was engaged to Joseph, the archangel Gabriel visited her. Gabriel announced, "What joy! Do not be afraid, Mary, for you have found favor with God." The angel then said, "The Holy Spirit will descend on you, and the power of the Most High will overshadow you. And therefore the child will be called Holy, the Son of God." And Mary responds, "Let it be with me as you have said." Mary is present throughout her son's ministry. When he appears at the temple or at age 12 and declares that it is his true home, when when he turns water into wine at the wedding in Cana, and when he's crucified, she is said to have remained at his side along with Mary Magdalene. She personifies the steadfast and unconditional love of an archetype mother. The title Mother of God, or Theotokos, was recognized at the Council of Ephesus in 431 CE, and best captures the power of her yes to the angel Gabriel. He hands her a lily in the Annunciation to symbolize the Trinity, and to honor the fact that without her yes, the Christian story could not have unfolded. So, um, it always imagined that Mary was terrified to hear an angel loudly announcing that she was meant to be the mother of God. Her surrender to Gabriel's words feels so courageous and too unacknowledged. Mary has no idea what she will have to meet with, what will be asked of her, and what this love for her son will put her through. But she says yes nonetheless, so that she can be in service of the divine. Mary's acceptance of her role has been in the shadow of Christian story, uncelebrated because she's seen as so divine. But she was human too. She could have said no, her courage could have been faltered, but she aligned with the light. She heard Gabriel's words, be not afraid, and allow the divine story to work through her life. And she let her joy dictate her response. Mary leads us to trust that we can say yes to what feels right, what feels light. It doesn't have to make sense or work with the timeline the ego has mapped out for us. In the midst of our uh, ordinary, everyday lives, we can say yes to the angel who greets us in the peace of our heart and let the energy of joy give birth to the divine through us. All right. So I feel what this message is about, why Mary, Mother of God, is coming through, is like a little bit of inspiration that don't fear the unknown. I mean, she had no clue what was going to happen next, but yet she accepted the role of giving birth to the ultimate one, to the ultimate person who sacrificed their life for us for today, to live as we live today. Okay. So this is a pretty strong energy coming through as a divine energy, the mother of God, the mother of all light, the mother of Christianity. She is the mother of the Lamb who got slain for us, who gives us the ability to step into our spiritual light today. Okay. So, what is her message to us as a collective? Divine badass, a number 2. Yes, yes. So we're going to read that message, divine badass, a number 2. So twos are about decisions. Twos are about partnerships. Twos are about love. So let's read and see what this message has to do. Why Mary is coming forward with this message. All right. All right. You may feel under pressure to conform, maybe to someone else's opinion or even to your own previous plans or ideas. Don't give your power to make choices away to another. All right. This is back to she didn't stand in an ego-based energy. She stood in a light-based energy, not knowing what was ahead for her or what this birth was going to be all about. But yet she still accepted it. Okay. And I feel that that's the message she's bringing forward to you. Don't stand in ego-based energy. Don't stand in the ego energy of the outcome. You know, who knows what the outcome is going to be? We don't know. I feel that she's telling you to stay in the present moment and stand in the light of who you are. All right. Um, So she said, don't give your choices away to another, whether it is the choice of what to believe or how to behave. Don't give away your power to the past if it will take you away from what you know is true now, even if it seems to be more difficult in short term. Trust that living what you know is true and right for you is the only way that you can gain the happiness and fulfillment that you want and deserve. She is coming forward to tell you are a beautiful, divine rebel, a soul stirrer, one who rattles cages and rocks boats in the name of the truth, love, and wisdom. You believe that we need to create a world that takes care of all beings. You won't be talked out of what you know is true deep in your soul. You refuse to be put down or manipulated by anyone. You won't let fear, yours or anyone else's, control you. You rebel against belief systems that would put doubt in your mind and fear in your heart. You are your own person, and you know that trying to fit in is only for those who are afraid to stand out. You don't insult yourself by trying to be anyone other than your true self. You know that you don't need to be like anyone else. You are amazing and valuable just as you are. You can inspire others to overcome their fears just by believing in the truth of your heart and going after what you want with passion and confidence. You are a badass in a good way. So I feel that that's why she's coming through, and that's the message that she wants to give you. You have her power to stand in the truth of who you are right now, right here, in the present moment. You are that spiritual badass. You have the power to go after what you want. Okay. And I feel that all these messages are correlating together. You're mirroring that out into the world. And what you're doing is you're gathering people towards you to help them to stand in their divine power as well. All right. Beautiful energy. I hope somebody else is resonating with these. Like I got truth chills. That's how much I am resonating with them. But I feel that there's more than just me out there who needs to hear these messages. All right. And males included, men included, not just us females. All right. So how is Mary Magdalene or Mary Magdalene. Well, she must be around us too. Mary of Nazareth, how is she empowering us? Yeah, she's empowering us to transform and emerge and carry the wings. Our wings are ready, is what I feel she is coming through. We have the power to transform. We are that spiritual badass to transform and wear them wings proudly, is what I feel. All right. So, what's the signs that she is showing you concerning this transformation? Yeah, you have survived the Shark Tank. You have survived them emotions, all the hurts, the pains, being bitten by the narcissistic darkness. You have survived it. You are that spiritual badass. You have survived the Shark Tank. You have survived any emotional experience that has been put in front of your face because you have tapped into that spiritual energy. You have stood in the light of the situation. You understand what this transformation, what it's going to feel like to emerge this beautiful butterfly and put them wings on your back. All right. So I feel that that is what she is showing you. She is showing you this darkness that you have survived, all the times that you have been hurt emotionally and come out this badass from it. All right. That you have emerged this spiritual badass. So she is definitely around somebody out there other than myself. She is coming forward to tell you, you have this ability to shine your light into the world, to gather people to you, to teach them, to show them, to let them experience what you have already experienced and guide them through this transformation, is what I feel. You can't get no better person to come through than Mary of Nazareth. She is the mother of God. She is Jesus Christ's mother. She gave birth to the man who gave his life for us. All right. I am not much of a God-given person, but I 100% believe in Jesus Christ. I know he existed on earth. I know that he came down here for a reason. I believe that he ascended, but I also have other beliefs, which I'm not going to get into right at this moment. So, yes, I do strongly believe in this. And I believe this is why Mary is coming through. And this is why Mary and all the other goddesses has come through and pushed me to do this reading, because not only myself needs to hear this, but somebody else as a collective out there needs to hear this also, especially in the time frame in which we're in, because right now I think today is the void day. Tomorrow starts a new galactic year. So there's a reason why spirit gave me this idea and why they wanted me to do this today. All right. So let's pull. I felt one more message. I felt will be good. And then we'll move on to closing up the reading. And I'll start working on the weeklies probably in the next day or two. So with that being said, let's move on. The last divine feminine, it needs to come through. Fatima, the mother of imams. Love is in my lineage, and gratitude is my religion. Okay, Fatima. Fatima is coming through. All right, so we're gonna read a little bit about who Fatima is and why she is coming through here. Let's put that there so you guys can see that beautiful image on there. Fatima. So, Fatima, why are you here and what message do you have for us as divine feminines? All right. All right. So Fatima embodies the love and fulfillment that comes from living in a state of gratitude. Fatima bint Muhammad was born in the early 7th century. Sorry about that. and is the only child of Khadijah and the Prophet Muhammad to live into adulthood. She is associated with the title the mother of her father because she cared for Muhammad after her mother died. She is an object of veneration, love, and respect for all Muslims because she supported her father through all of his difficulties. She was a devoted wife and mother of two sons and two daughters. Her descendants are spread throughout the Islamic world. To the Shiites, she is particularly significant because she was married to Ali, the Prophet Muhammad's cousin. Ali is considered by Shiites to be legitimate heir of Muhammad's teachings. Fatima's many children are considered then the rightful inheritors of Islam. An imam is a leader in the Islamic faith, and Fatima is considered to be the mother of imams because of the love and gratitude she gave to her family. There are many stories about her devotion and the unfaltering love she provided in order to protect them. She never failed to defend what was sacred to her. It is said that Fatima stood up to Muhammad's successor, Abu Bakr, because she didn't feel that he was honoring her father's legacy in the way that he had hoped. She lived with a great stability because she knew that her love for her family gave her a solid foundation, identity, and clarity of purpose. All right. So when you get caught up in the ego's idea of who we need to become or what we need to achieve, she is the grace that sweeps through our seemingly complex lives and reminds us of what solid earth to the soul, family, even if family means a few beloved friends. What matters most is the love and gratitude we bring to those who are there for us, and the love and gratitude we feel when they show up for us. Nurturing, protecting, and taking care of the ones we love is sacred occupation. My great grandmother, Big Margie, advised me that if I ever had children, I needed to make sure I got paid for it. I had no clue what she was talking about. The idea was foreign. Big Margie believed that women should have a wage for the time they spent raising children so that their work would at least be valued. The role of housewife or stay-at-home mom is a sacred if it's consciously chosen. It is a profound it is a profound contribution to raise and reconstitute the world. This is a legacy of love that can be inherited by the whole family from such undivided attention and presence. Fatima restores the significance and importance to the spiritual path of motherhood. She is also called to step back, take a deep breath, and take inventory of how much you can be grateful for right now in this moment. She releases you from unreal expectations of yourself, whether you have mothered a child, a friend, or yourself. Fatima helps you see the vital role the nurturer provides. She often offers the perspective that says love is the family we all belong to, and gratitude is the stage of wealth we get to live in. So, Fatima is all about family based energy and how mothers should be, like they should be special, whether you're mothering, actually, you've had a child, or friends, or just family, taking care of family. So Fatima comes in to tell you you are blessed as a mother. Regardless if you have a child or not, you have the power to nurture. Actually, this Fatima, while I was reading that, I kept hearing cancer, 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 because cancers are the mothering sign. We are the mothers. We are the nurturers. So this could resonate. It definitely resonates with me as a cancer, but it could resonate with somebody else out there whom has cancer water energy within their sign or within their energy in general. Now we just did step out of the sun and moon both in cancer, but I think that Venus could very well still be in the star sign of Cancer. I do believe there is a couple of them in Cancer. So there is a reason why Fatima is coming through. So what is her message to the collective? What is her message to the collective? medicine, wisdom. Number 28. All right. So 28s are 10s. So that's about, cycles ending, a new beginning of cycles starting, a new chapter within your life. All right. Medicine, wisdom. So we're going to read that. I'm sorry I'm reading. For those of you who don't like me to read from the book, I am sorry about that. But for those of you who don't mind, these messages could be pretty significant for you. All right, so I need 28. All right, so the Earth Mother agrees to support your wants and needs to help you live your best life and fulfill your dreams. Her generosity and her power to assist you is beyond what you can imagine. She is already leading you towards your sacred life purpose, providing exactly what is needed of your soul to bloom. Just as she creates what is needed for the flowers of the earth to bloom, this is confirmation that you are on a sacred path. It may take some twists and turns, but you are headed in the right direction, and you are being supported in all ways to gain all the experiences and blessings that are meant for you. Now, what I find really coincidence here is we got Fatima, the mother, coming in um, with a mother energy. The earth mother agrees to support your wants and needs. So Fatima is coming in to help support you of your wants and needs as a human here on earth. All right. So the guidance that she's offering is saying, you're a wild woman. You have the spiritual gift of medicine, wisdom, the healing way of the sacred feminine. The soul's wisdom and healing ability comes from Mother Nature, another mother word. Her seasons and weather, her landscapes, and the particular life that they support, including her animals, plants, and crystals, all have their own unique purpose of healing power. Learning to recognize the signs, to feel for their meaning, to listen for guidance, and activate the medicine woman in yourself and your life is your training as a true medicine woman of the soul. Listening, intuiting, feeling, experiencing, and trusting. These are the ways to begin to tap into the harness, the grace, the beauty, and the power of the sacred feminine for healing purposes. So that's why Fatima is coming through. She is helping you to come through to tap into your healing abilities, collective. All right. So that is her message to you. She's telling you, look, I am empowering you to tap into your natural healing abilities for whomever resonates with this message, other than myself, of course. I got truth chills again. All right. So that is perfect. You have the ability to heal your family, your friends. It's a natural ability. And she is coming in pretty strong to help you to turn this on and to channel it into your everyday life, I feel. All right. So, how is Fatima empowering you through these healing energies? She's saying, yeah, look, there could be a little bit of a risk in doing so, but the reward is so much greater than the risk if you just take that leap. All right. And there's another one that wanted to come out with it. So I'm going to pull it too. There is a major impact that you will have. That's what the reward will be. There's a significant reason why you got this healing power, I feel. And she's telling you, yes, if you just take that risk, there will be such a significant reward and impact on your life and on your family that you could never have imagined, is what I feel. And I feel that that's why these two messages are coming through. All right. I don't really feel much that the risk is a risk. I just feel that she's telling you, if you just go towards the light, tap into that healing ability, you will make such a significant impact on everybody and everything around you that the reward will be so amazing, is what I feel. And I feel that that's why she's empowering you to tap into your natural healing abilities so that you can put that impact out into the world and turn everything into, they say what glitters isn't always gold, but in this case I feel that she's telling you, if you take the risk and see the glitter in that gold, I feel that the reward will have a significant impact on yourself and those around you. So she is really heavily empowering you to open up that natural healing ability that you have. All right. So, what's the signs that Fatima is showing you? Yeah, pink. So you could be seeing pink flowers, you could be seeing pink carnations, pink roses, but she is showing you the side of pink because she's letting you know that love is what takes love, and compassion is what it's going to take to make this significant impact on your life, on your spiritual life, on your family, on your friends. All right. So I feel that that's why she's telling you, go ahead, take that risk, take that leap of faith, ascend into your true life's purpose, because there's a reason for it. There's going to be a significant impact on the world, that things are going to shine for you. All right. That's what I feel for this final message that come through as a divine feminine. Well, collective, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If so, please feel free to leave a comment below. Again, I'm sorry I had to read from the books, but I felt that there is significant messages that needed to come through for somebody. Um, I read from the books because they are these are new cards. 2 decks are brand new cards. So in order for me to get to know them, I need to know what the messages are. All right. So blessed be. I love you guys. May your divine feminine shine brightly. I hope somebody else needed to hear these messages other than myself. And I'm going to try to do these messages as well as my weeklies. I'm going to try to incorporate this message in for encouragement for those out there who needs to hear it. I love you guys, and blessed be from the Crow's Priestess.